Hello and welcome to another NJCAAE match week. Our first series for the Falcons ended in a forfeit, so we move on to the second series. The Falcons take on Iowa Western Community College, and we'll get into the match very shortly. Very excited. We'll catch you there. Starting lineup for Iowa Western is RMS, Sayu, and Tip. Starting lineup for the Falcons is Smooth, Knuckle, and Sullis. Daytona went out last week in lower bracket semifinals to Cumberland Academy in the Bluegrass Land to qualify for that. It was a hard-fought loss. The Falcons went up 2-0 in the series, and they couldn't pull through a third map. Very unfortunate. Falcons hoping to bounce back and take another win against a serious opponent in NJC. Kickoff underway. RMS meets Knuckle. Sayu gets the better of the kickoff, goes to the corner and squeezes in near post. Catches Solace a little bit off in the kickoff. Early goal for Iowa Western. Sayu just being Solace at the near post. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS again. RMS gets demoed in the midfield. Smooth on the ball now. Takes his time, takes it up, broken up by Sayu. Ball lands to Knuckle. Booms it towards the IWCC net. First man misses on the backboard. Solace can't gain control. Miscalculates the ball. Pass for Smooth to Knuckle. To Solace. Good save off the goal line, and Knuckle just puts it in. Immediate retaliation from the Falcons. Some teamwork. Second pass wasn't perfect, but Solace able to take the opportunity from Smooth's aggression on RMS on the goal line. And Knuckle left with an open net. 1-1 here in game one. Smooth meets Tip on a weird kickoff. That was a near kickoff there. Knuckle, Sayu wins his 50. Solace can't catch the ball. Sayu has no boost. Smooth slows it down. Tip hits towards Daytona's net. Knuckle breaks it up on the goal line. Loose ball in the midfield. Knuckle gets the better of Sayu and Smooth with a shot. RMS couldn't keep that in. Chakra wrist from the IWCC defender there in net. Let's rewatch that. Knuckle, Smooth RMS. Just not a good angle with his car. Hit off his tail and went in. 2-1 for the Falcons. Solace meets Tip in the midfield. Sayu with the aggro on the kickoff. Smooth. RMS with some space. Hits toward Daytona's net. Solace breaks it up. Knuckle goes forward. Tries to get the better of Tip into the corner. Tip doesn't have too much boost. Knuckle centered it, but no one was there. Counterattack from IWCC. Knuckle on defensive duty. Tip tries to find RMS. Uncomfortable pass though. Saiju can't put it in. RMS. Solace hits it into his own corner. Beats another IWCC defender. Solace goes up. Sayu breaks up in the 50. Knuckle guiding the ball away from his net. Weird double commit from IWCC. Knuckle in the corner, tries to center to Solace, and Solace backflips. Iowa Western bailed out there. RMS, the musty, can't get it past Smooth though. Loose ball in the midfield. Sayu gets the best of it. Smooth hits the ball away, finds his way to Tip. Solace off his own backboard. Sayu hits the ball down. Smooth takes his time, has about half a tank of boost left. Tip. Solace. Tip wins his 50 against Solace. Dangerous ball for Daytona. Tip off the sidewall. Let's see what he can do. Has some space. Just opts for the shot. Solace saves it. Sayu in the midfield. Has some time. Doesn't have boost. Solace with a looming ball. Goes for the shot. Tip clears it away. Smooth. Up in the air. Can he beat Sayu? Gets past one. Tip's on the backboard though. Tip up in the air. Knuckle gets a 50, but he goes in the favor of Iowa Western. Tip goes for a demo. Misses. One-on-one, Sayu versus Smooth. Smooth gets it over Sayu. Solis just needs to put it in the back of the net. Simple as that. IWCC gambled on offense, got pinched on defense. Falcons take a 2-goal lead here. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first game. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS, loose ball in the midfield. Sayu able to beat the Daytona defender and get the boost. Good shot from Tip, saved by Daytona. Smooth. Sayu misses on the sidewall. Smooth on the counterattack. Doesn't have any boost though. Tip in his corner. Let's see what he can do. Can he get it over Knuckle? Barely, but Knuckle gets a touch to it. RMS with the hit towards the backboard. Solis, defensive block at the 18. Smooth hits into the corner. Tip hits it away. Solis with a pass intended for Knuckle, but Knuckle couldn't get there. Knuckle with limited boost beats Sayu to the ball. Loose ball, good shot. Solis, Tip, defensive duty at the near post. Smooth with a secondary shot. Sayu once again, goal line clearance. Now he's on the counterattack. Can he get the double touch here against Daytona? Off the crossbar, Tip puts it in. 3-2. Defensive masterclass by Sayu. Turns around, creates a goal scoring opportunity for his team. Tip beating the Fox in the blocks, puts in the top corner. 3-2 here in game one. Kickoff underway. RMS meets Knuckle again. Some deja vu. I feel like they've met every time on kickoff. Solis goes up in the air, onto the ceiling. Can he get under Tip? He can't. RMS. Smooth. Beat by RMS. RMS used all of his boost though. Can he get past Solis? He can. Hits it under. Knuckle. Sayu with the shot. Bounce shot. Easy save for Solis. Solis has a man to beat. 50 goes in the favor of IWCC and it just squeezes his way into the back of the net. 3-3. All tied here in game one. Squeezes under Solis. Knuckle caught in the transition. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS again on kickoff. Knuckle with some space, no boost though. Gets the 50. Illumi Smooth behind him. Opts to go for the bump, misses. Solis regains control in the corner. Can he find Knuckle? Opts for himself. Knuckle can't squeeze it in. Tip on the goal line. Smooth into the corner. Sayu with no boost. Able to clear it away. Knuckle takes it back into the IWCC corner. Centered ball. Tip misses it. Leaves it for RMS. Pile up here in IWCC's corner. Smooth with some space. Can Knuckle find him? Tip gets out of the danger area. Smooth puts it back in. Smooth off the roof. Can he find Knuckle? The pass! Can't. RMS with a save. Solis goes up. Open net somewhat. Defenders got back in time. Tip. Smooth. Can he get a double touch here? Left for Knuckle. And it's an open goal. Daytona being relentless. Just kept the ball in the opposition's half, and eventually they found an opening in the rotations of IWCC. 20 seconds left here in game one. 4-3 for Daytona. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Sayu. Knuckle towards Tip. Tip has some space in the midfield. Running out of boost though, able to get it under Solis. Knuckle bats it away. Sayu with some space and possession. Tip with a shooting opportunity and blasted past Solis. A little bit of fortune going IWCC's way. And a defensive mishap from Daytona. Three seconds left. I'm not going to say anything as a commentator. I don't want to curse it. Solis meets Tip. Another 50, and now we're in overtime. Kickoff again. Knuckle meets RMS. Sayu gets a touch on the kickoff. Solis on the forward attack. Can't get a second touch. Gets a bump. Tip regains possession. Takes his time, able to beat Solis. Knuckle last man back. Does enough. RMS tries to keep it in a dangerous area. Smooth. Takes it away from his net. Sayu puts it back. Solis takes it high up in the sky. Needs to beat Tip with no boost. Can't do so. RMS's turn. Gets it over Knuckle. Smooth. Easy save off his goal line. Into the corner. Sayu with a shot. Batted away from the goal. Solus with a beautiful fake, some nice footwork. Let's see, can he beat the last man? Gets it around tip, but runs out of room. High ball off the roof. RMS, smooth. Tries to find a teammate. Knuckle opts to hit into IWCC's corner. Knuckle gets a good 50. A lot of playmaking coming from him, but no one's there in the Daytona rotation. Solus takes it slow, needs to be tip. Does so, but not efficiently. RMS hits it away. Tip with a shot on goal. Smooth just takes possession, traps the ball. Knuckle puts in RMS's sights. Solus gets a touch, and tip off his goal line. Takes his time now. Beats one Daytona defender, puts near target. Can he get a second touch? Smooth. Knuckle nearly puts it in his own net. Knuckle with a pass to Smooth. Can he beat Sayu? It's a good positioning for Daytona. Knuckle can't squeeze it in. Tip with some heroics in the 18-yard box. Knuckle. Sayu. Smooth. Solus, can he find a teammate? Squeeze it in. RMS gets a touch, displacing the centered ball. Knuckle in his own corner needs to beat Tip. Tip beats Knuckle on the 50. Bad positioning, and RMS puts it wide. Smooth beats Sayu. Takes his time, hits it to Knuckle. Knuckle hits it up high. Tip, easy control for him. Solus caught backwards, able to regain positioning. Hits it to his own corner. Solus clears it again. Smooth. RMS tries to shoot it, I think. Solus. Knuckle misses it. Tip with open net. Smooth. Unlucky. And Tip, the fox in the box. I think he's on a hat trick. Finds game one for IWCC. 50 goes in the favor of the front man for IWCC. 1-0 to Iowa Western. Tip, man of match of game one, 3 goals. I was right. Hat trick for him. Even scoreline across the board for Daytona, everyone pulling their own weight. Just making some defensive mistakes as a unit. Game 2 starting shortly. Facing some technical difficulties. We'll be right back. Alright, we're just waiting for everyone to get back into the lobby and game 2 will start. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Sayu. Solace with an early shot. RMS with a save off his near post. Early aggression from Daytona. RMS, Smooth, puts it towards IWCC's net. Knuckle goes up. Can he beat Sayu off the crossbar? Solace shot gets blocked. Smooth goes up again with a shot. 51 by Sayu. Knuckle with a shot, can't put it in. Just a little wide off of Solace's demo. Tip on the counter now. Solace needs to touch this off the near post, and Tip puts it in, being an issue for Daytona. Once again, another Daytona mistake. Solace just can't reach it in time, and Tip off the back wall, finding his 4th goal of the series. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS. Smooth can't get it past Tip. Tip able to beat Smooth cleanly. Beats Solace. Knuckle hits it in the direction of Smooth. Smooth needs to beat RMS. Not able to do so. Solace gets it past 1. Tip. RMS. Smooth with a shot. Can he be put in by Knuckle? Good save by Sayu. Solace goes up. Can he do something? Tip bats it away. Smooth regains possession, goes up, has to beat RMS. Able to do so. Can a teammate find the goal? Yes, he can. Solace and Smooth connecting. Daytona tied up 1-1. Both teams finding holes in the other's transitional defense. Kickoff underway. Solace meets Tip in the midfield. Knuckle on the back foot. Pinch, wild pinch, lands in the middle. Double commit from IWCC. RMS opts to leave it for Solace. Sayu gets demoed. Solace can't beat Tip. Knuckle once again hits the crossbar and then hits the post. Smooth with the shot. Sayu with a good save off his goal line. Tip can't beat Smooth. RMS there to bail him out. Knuckle goes up, able to clear away a looming ball. Tip. Solace. Can he find Knuckle? Can't beat Sayu. RMS starts the counterattack. Sayu will misjump to put it back in. Solace, Smooth, can't do much with no boost. Somehow, still in a playable area of the ball. Sayu eventually able to clear it away. Tip. His center attempt gets batted away by Knuckle. Smooth misses the ball. Sayu shoots it. Good teamwork play there. RMS with a shot, can't put it in though. Favorable 50 for Daytona. Over Tip, is that just going in? RMS, goal line clearance. Tip on the ground, able to beat 1 Daytona defender. Can't beat the second. Sayu puts it on target. Solace can't get it over RMS. Smooth can though. Tip, Sayu, loose ball in the midfield. A lot of pandemonium happening. RMS, Solace gets demoed by Sayu. Double commit from IWCC. Knuckle gets a somewhat favorable 50. Smooth goes up for it. Solace rejoining the attack after being demoed. Puts it in the midfield, a little too far forward for Knuckle. Tip breaks it up. Tip, Sayu hits it away. Smooth sends it back. Solace goes up. Knuckle lone man back as to whether Tip and RMS able to beat the first man, beats the second, can't beat the third though. IWCC still forward from the previous attack. 50 goes in the favor of RMS. Tip puts it over Daytona's net. Knuckle opposite it away. Solace gets it over Sayu. Sayu gets a piece of it though. Solace with attempt for center. Smooth, can't put it in. 2 defenders hitting it away. Solace puts it back into play. Sayu. To RMS with a shot. Way wide. Tip. Knuckle hits it away. Solace. No boost. Not able to beat RMS. Knuckle not able to hit the ball. Smooth with a shot. Sayu with a good save. Smooth puts it back, centers it. Can't get it past RMS. Solace demos RMS. Tip with an opening. Gets it over Knuckle with a bounce. Smooth backs his teammate up. Knuckle hits it forward. Can he get a double touch or can he find an opening for a teammate? Hit away by RMS. Sayu able to beat Solace. Smooth. Can he find a teammate or can he put it in by himself? He can't. Tip Knuckle gets a piece of it. Solus is in a somewhat good position. Doesn't have any boost in the tank. Opts to leave it for Smooth with a shot. Again, a goal line clearance for IWCC. Solus needs to save this with no boost, and he can't. Very unfortunate for Daytona here. The ball traveled the length of the pitch. Sayu with a shot from his 6-yard box. Off the roof, squeezes it in. Near post, bottom corner. 39 seconds left here. IWCC find a lead. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS. Tip with a favorable kickoff position. Can't get it past Knuckle. Knuckle starts the counter for his team. Broken up by RMS. Still a loose ball. Solus puts it on target. RMS. Tip. Knuckle breaks it up. Knuckle hits it forward. Needs to beat Sayu. Loses the 50. 15 seconds left. Knuckle in the forefield. Passes to Smooth. Puts it down. Good save by RMS. Solus loses positioning on the ball. 4 seconds left here. Looking like IWCC might just take this game, and they do. They take a 2-0 lead in the series. RMS man of the match this time around. Once again, everyone on Daytona has a similar score, everyone pulling their own weight. IWCC needs one more match to close out the series. Daytona needs to reverse sweep. Map 3 takes it to a different field. Tip on the kickoff, beats Knuckle. Smooth. Loose ball near Daytona's net. Solus. Smooth. No one in the front field for Daytona. Sayu to Tip. Solus. Smooth. Has some space. RMS gets a good 50. Hinders the attack. Daytona go forward. Smooth with a shot. And once again, Tip with a save off the goal line. Solus centers the ball. Finds RMS. RMS. Smooth gets a 50. Knuckle. It's over 1. Sayu's there. It's the other way. Going towards Daytona's net. Solus off his backboard with a pinch. RMS. Solus loses the 50 to RMS. Knuckle opts to pass it to Solus. Finds Tip, but Knuckle regains possession, able to beat Sayu. 1-on-2 here. Smooth tries to put it in near post, finds the post. Sayu to Tip. Can he put this in? Off the backboard. Daytona needs to hit this away, and they do. Now Daytona on the counter. Solus misses the ball. Sayu. Smooth. Tip able to beat 1. Finds RMS with a shot, and IWCC take a lead here in game 3. Smooth losing his 50 to Tip, and Tip getting the demo on the front post man. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Sayu. Smooth with no boost, needs to beat RMS, can't do it. Knuckle into the corner. Solus. Smooth. Sayu hits towards Daytona's net. Knuckle saves it. RMS is there though. Tip. Solus to Knuckle. 1-on-1 with Sayu. Opts to pass it. Sayu breaks up the pass though. RMS. Tip with a shot. Blocked. Smooth. Sayu. Knuckle. 50 goes in the favor of Daytona. Smooth on the counter. Doesn't have too much boost. Sayu gets demoed. Loose ball. Tip. Knuckle. Sayu. Solus misses the ball in his own corner. Smooth having to clean it up for him, but that gives Sayu a chance. Sayu misses his 50. Sayu on the end of the cross, able to be 1 Daytona defender, can't beat Knuckle. Smooth hits it away. Tip is towards his own net. RMS is there. RMS can't beat Solus. Tip clears the ball. Solus once again misses. Smooth. Tries to find a teammate. Does find Solus. RMS gets demoed. Solus able to beat RMS twice. Knuckle with the shot, a little wide. Tip. Opts to take it slow, hits it up. Sayu. Tip. RMS into the corner. Finds Tip. Knuckle breaks it up. Solus on the counter. Solus takes it slow, smooth. Smooth again. Tip. Ball on the mid wall. Tip tries to find Sayu, and ball nearly goes in. Loose ball above Daytona's net. Knuckle hits towards Solus. Solus redirects it forward over Sayu. Smooth puts it in. Beautiful teamwork goal there. Daytona looking a little slow. Find a breakthrough moment. Solus redirecting it, finding Smooth. 1-1 here in game 3. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS. Good kickoff. Ball finds its way back into the midfield. Now Tip on the counterattack. Knuckle squeezes it under Sayu. Sayu gets a piece of it though. Solus off the backboard, able to center it, but sends it too far. Smooth. Knuckle, his turn. Beats one. Can he Smooth get to it? He can't. Tip. Solus. RMS. Knuckle. Smooth goes up. Can he redirect this in? Looming ball. Cleared away by RMS. Tip. Solus in the backfield. Takes his time. Tip still up in the air. Knuckle. 1-2 from Knuckle and Solus. Only finds the corner though. Smooth with a shot. Puts it off the crossbar. Smooth. Sayu up in the sky. No boost. Knuckle. Smooth. Can he beat RMS? Tip bails his teammate out off the goal line. Tip on the counter now. 1-on-1 with Knuckle. Knuckle gets an okay 50. Solus clears it away. 17 seconds left in regulation. Solus, Smooth hits it forward. Knuckle puts it up. Tip into the corner. Solus, risky pass. Finds Smooth. Can Smooth do it himself? That was amazing. Oh my, pass nearly intercepted with an open net. Solus hits it over Sayu, and Smooth just off the backboard puts it into the back of the net. You don't take risk, you don't win, I guess. 2 seconds left here in regulation. And Daytona grabbed game 3. Smooth, men of the match when Daytona needed it the most, keeping the series alive. Hopefully this is a sign of Daytona coming alive. Looked good in game 1, looked flat in game 2. Find a dirty win in game 3. Kickoff underway. Knuckle meets RMS. Sayu towards the net and finds a kickoff goal. IWCC benefiting off a kickoff here early on in game 4. Kickoff underway. Tip meets Solus. Knuckle, can he return the favor? Can't beat Sayu. Sayu. Solus, Smooth. 50 goes in the favor of IWCC. Knuckle goes up, can't get a read on the ball. RMS hits towards Daytona's corner. Smooth. Can't beat Sayu, and that ball's going towards the net. And IWCC, Sayu. Luck on his side right now. Well, it's like 50% luck. The other 50% is positioning. And he has benefited his team twice in the opening minute. Kickoff underway. Sayu meets Smooth. Tip. Another open net. Knuckle needs to save it. And IWCC are just tearing Daytona apart off of kickoffs. RMS off the crossbar. Knuckle not able to hit it away. 3-0. Daytona have a mountain to climb. Unfortunately, they have the majority of the game left to do so. RMS hits towards the corner, Smooth. Smooth again. Off the corner, Tip makes a mistake, but RMS is in the net. Sayu with a shot, a little wide. Smooth on the counter. RMS hits off the back wall. Solus tries to put it on target. Knuckle can't put it in. 50 going to favor IWCC. Sayu beats Smooth, but Smooth able to put it off angle. Knuckle loses his 50. Smooth bats it downfield. Sayu beats one. Solus towards the net. Beats the second man. Can't beat the third. Smooth centers the ball. Knuckle with the shot. RMS once again a save. Knuckle hit away by RMS. Solus able to beat him, but Tip is there. Opts to take it slow. Flicks over Knuckle. Solus. Smooth. Opts to take it himself. Can he get a second touch? He does. Tip is there though. Solus. Knuckle with a shot. Able to squeeze it in. One back for Daytona. Solus off the corner wall. Touch from an IWCC defender off the roof, finds Knuckle, and he's able to put it in. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left. Kickoff underway. Smooth meets Sayu. Kickoff goes in the favor of Daytona. Finds his way to RMS though. 66 boost. Can't beat Knuckle. Tip. Sayu with a breakaway. Smooth is in the backfield though. Easily takes it away. Out of danger. Able to beat one. Tries to set up a teammate. Solus. RMS breaks it up. On the counter. His turn to serve. Can't. Sayu with a shot. Smooth. Good save. Knuckle able to get it past one. Tips back though. Knuckle hits it down. Tip. Solus with a shot from Smooth. RMS doesn't have boost. Able to save it though. Knuckle broken up by RMS. Smooth opts to defend against Sayu. Solus tips the man to beat. Catches RMS in the demo. Solus with a shot. Goes wide. RMS. Tip find an opening. A very weird opening, and Daytona laps in defense. Can't afford to make that mistake, and the lead has grown back to 3. Tip taking advantage of what Daytona is giving him. Kickoff underway. Daytona need a miracle. Smooth here on kickoff needs to beat Tip with near no boost. A little team play. Can't get it past the retreating defenders though. Smooth into his own corner. Finds Solus. Solus misses it. Knuckle. Loose ball. RMS is there to read it. Smooth. Sayu, his turn. Hit away by Knuckle. Smooth. Tip off the roof. 1-2 between Tip and RMS, and it's a beautiful team play from IWCC. Daytona looked dead in the water. RMS finding his teammate doing the same, and Sayu putting it in. Kickoff underway. Tip meets Solus. Knuckle with a kickoff opportunity. Sayu with an easy save. Smooth puts it back in the danger area. Solus tries to squeeze it in, can't do so. Knuckle. RMS goes up. Tip takes it off his teammate. Loose 50 near Daytona's net. Smooth. Broken up by Sayu. Knuckle goes forward. Can he find Smooth? Loose ball. Tip gets it past Knuckle. Can't get it past Solus. Smooth able to get it past one. Sayu with a good 50, defensive 50. Knuckle into the corner. Minute left. Smooth. Sayu. Solus off his own backboard. Sayu. Smooth opting to take the ball. Miscommunication there between Smooth and Knuckle. Solus. Tip breaks it up. Smooth Daytona seem a little stuck. Not sure what they want to do. Sayu, RMS is in a good position. Smooth clears it away. Sullis. That was a pass for Knuckle, I believe, but Knuckle was on the retreat. Smooth. Knuckle with a pass. Sullis puts it over the upright. Smooth. Tip. Sullis. 5 seconds left here, and IWCC take a win back against Daytona. 2-1 on the season matchup between the two. Daytona beating IWCC once, I believe, in NJCAAE, and beating them once in NECC. IWCC showing Daytona that they're not someone to mess with. Unfortunate scoreline for Daytona. They looked a little flat in certain areas. Hopefully they can bounce back. Maybe that was a little bit of the land from last week, just the crash from that series. So stick around. We're not done here tonight. Well, we are with Rocket League, but Smash is playing in their crew battles, and there will be another stream up. We're going to end this one and start another one. I'm Cyan. I'll catch you next week. Peace.